quickly now because we are, getting along here.
I think it would be something like, I think we might even see Flash versus Gumi here, to be honest, in Bonnie.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to say.
Yeah, I think that'd make a lot of sense.
Bonnie Research Station, Sigumio playing Mac Flash, good Terran player from the map. Loves that map recently, especially against Protoss, but be playing that Terran most likely. But anyway, here's Flash, 9-10 so far in Pro League. Had a very rough start, but as we have been talking about here, he's been slowly ramping up his play, being allowed to play a bit into his comfort zone, I'd say.
And here is DeParture, someone you don't get to see that much. You had a very rough time on Team Prime last year, as most players did. Let's see what he's got planned this time around. He's shown some great preparation in recent times. 4 matches in Pro League. He even defeated Hero once upon a time.
That's like his biggest claim to fame. He's like, he beat Hero that one time, you remember?
Yeah, hey man, I like it too. I think that's a great sort of thing to have under your name.
It's like that one time, I think it was Salvation beat Stork. Everybody was like, is Salvation going to be the next big player? No, it didn't quite work out for him. But anyway, guys, let's jump into game number 4 here on Echo between Flash and DeParture. Up here in the top left in the red from KT Rolster, Terran player, it is Flash.
Down here in the bottom right, we do have the MVP player, DeParture. The underdog in a big way, but what has he got planned? I feel like he must have something interesting to show us here.
Yeah. I don't think he will depart from his very aggressive play, Moonblade.
Oh, Valdez. Oh, mate.
You cheeky bugger.
You're a funny one today. Well, at the same time, I think Flash will probably, even at this point, choose to be a little bit defensively, be like, okay, I'm going to go for Reaper expand here, I'm going to scout, I'm going to see exactly what's going on.
I think now that it's 1-2 in MVP's favor, I wouldn't be surprised to see him play slightly more defensive. If it were 2-1, I think we'd just see straight up Flash, maybe even a quick third CC try to defend against any kind of all-in, even though you are going a bit greedy with that third CC. But maybe now that he's in this position, he will go a bit safe. He is going to get out that pretty early Reaper.
Yeah.
And a bunch to follow it up, probably.
Yep, I like this. And look at this. We're actually seeing a pull first as well from DeParture. So safety first. Well, maybe get some lings out to do some harassment / scouting. See if that CC is going to be on the low ground. And most likely will be. But, beyond that, I'm curious to see what DeParture has for us. He's been around for so long, and yeah, he didn't have much success last year, but I feel like he's certainly grown a lot since then.
Yeah, he has. As a player and a person, you could see him kind of growing every time he came into the booth, and he was very nervous last year, which was, I think, the majority of why he lost, like one of the main reasons.
Yeah, I think, honestly, a lot of those Prime players who kind of look like deers in the headlights for a lot of their games. Yeah. Terror, he just couldn't overcome his nerves. It was like such a disappointing thing to see. He was such a young player as well, and DeParture was much the same, so young, and maybe just wasn't in the right environment for him to kind of grow up and gain confidence either.
Yeah. Only do see with this build the first Reaper coming out, second one on the way. So Flash looking to put on that pressure. But DeParture with that pull first, he is going to be much safer against this kind of build.
Yeah. He's going to get those queens out very early on and decided not to make any lings either. So he just wants that comfortable sort of opening here, defending against anything that could come his way. And queens are waiting for this Reaper.
One queen at this point will push it away. Gotta wait for his Reaper buddies.
Yeah, and it's gonna be 3 Reapers as well. So Flash does have the option to start really working on these queens early on here. We've seen it happen a lot in the past where the Reapers, when they get up in number, they can actually start to take him down, especially when you got 3 and if one queen is softened up already. Always that scary scary pressure.
Yeah. See how many queens DeParture commits to. He's going to make 3 total for now.
There's that third CC. About to go down. Flash is playing that nice greedy game, but it is a safe one at that.
Yeah. No crazy low ground third CC. Says Kanata. He came from Australia, by the way, not Kanata, the fan. And I think it was 8 years. Kanata's that he's seeing Kanata again, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Maybe back since Kanata was a pro gamer. Now he's seeing him as a caster. Long-time fan.
Good to see a fan from Australia. Maybe he moved to Australia after Green. I'm not sure.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. You only assume. Double Hellions on the way.
Yeah, very typical Flash build, this one.
He loves his clockwork builds. You know, clockwork, economical builds, get into that macro game. And look at this. We're seeing very quick 2-base meter from DeParture. Unless we see a Roach Warren any second now, it's certainly going to be meters. And look at that. Third extractor, a.k.a. meter build.
Okay. It's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be good against the Banshees that are going to be on the way here for Flash.
Changes his
well.
mind. Flash with the indecision.
Okay.
What's your move going to be, Flash? It's going to be
earlier
Viking?
stun.
Yeah, Viking. Okay, so he's like, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to go for that Viking. And there's a couple of overlords out in the map that can get sniped off, but yeah, decided not to go for Banshee. It's kind of interesting that he changed his mind at the last second there as well.
Yeah, you don't usually see that, to be honest, from some of these players. Especially Flash, someone, like you said, just going for clockwork builds. Like, he knows what he's doing before he even comes to the studio.
Yeah.
But that's kind of interesting, actually.
Playing full defensive, too. Like, checking all the corners for hidden bases as well with the Reapers. Now the Hellions are together, plus 3 Reapers, so the pressure is going to be on here. Going to have enough Queens out or Lings to stop any sort of aggression happening.
Coming up here, poking out that third base.
That is more than enough Queens, Valdez, to keep Flash away from doing much. Very comfortable number here. Just got to be careful of run buys, I think, would be the #1 thing to be scary about here.
That looks so funny to watch. As both players were macroing, it looked like the units were, like, paused, and then they started moving at the exact same time again.
Yeah.
I think Flash has got a good idea of what's coming his way here for DeParture. I guess the one Viking can kind of help out. You know, zone the mutas out a bit. He's making his own double engineering bay at the same time, and time to get up some turrets as well.
Yeah, he wants to start the turrets very soon, as mutas are going to be on the way in just a second. 5. But look at this. Reaper's going to scout it. He should be throwing down those turrets, and they should come out in time as well. So very well-timed Reaper scout. Ooh.
Sees everything.
Yeah, he literally sees everything. All right, Bailey Nest actually very late for DeParture, but getting 1-1. He's in no real threat of an attack, so he can't afford to get the Bailey Nest this late. And I do love the creep spray coming from him as well. It's actually getting me excited, Valdez. He's actually playing a nice macro game to start things off here.
Yeah, something we didn't expect, to be honest. Something we didn't expect him to do well in as well.
It is a scary thing, man. Like, you know, going toe-to-toe with Flash in a macro game is certainly something a lot of people avoid.
That's the thing I like about DeParture. He shows, if he does show all-ins, they're very well prepared and unexpected. Like, he does all-ins well, but he also is able to play a macro game decently well, and he's getting better at it slowly.
Yeah.
I wonder where this kid's going to be in like a year. Who knows?
Yeah, man. If he keeps going this way, he keeps getting time in Pro League and practicing on a very decent team. Like, I think he could get pretty far. You know, we could see him make maybe another Dream story or Maru story.
Could happen. We haven't seen like that real breakout game though.
Yeah, we've seen a gimmick win or two, but nothing that's really going to sell us on like how good he can be.
Yeah. If he like takes a huge macro game against one like mid to high level player, then we're like, oh wow, okay, this guy's actually got a.
You got my attention.
Yeah.
Beat Flash in a hardcore macro game is like, okay, I'm actually starting to like what I see here.
Especially when there's this much pressure on him too.
Yeah.
DeParture's kind of the gatekeeper to this ace match. If we can take him out here, we don't even have to see Vonnie Research Station, which is, of course, great for MVP.
Yeah, that would be absolutely fantastic. Though I'm sure Gumiho would be loving to play on that map again. If he got a chance to do it. I think every matchup would be pretty good for him, except maybe Zest. We'll see about that.
Yeah, I wonder if KT wouldn't put out a Protoss player, actually, instead of Flash.
Could be the right choice, actually, considering who he's up against. But hold that thought. Flash looking for the first attack of the game here.
Look at the timing here on the Baneling speed and the +1 for Flyers.
Oh, finishing up just in time. Going to trigger a couple of mines. Oh, he does. He actually could commit here. He cannot afford to lose the hatchery.
Looks like he will, though. Pushing forward now, just a little bit too late. But here come the Banelings. May be able to clean this up, but he has lost the hatchery.
He has lost the hatchery. Going to be cleaning up everything else there. He could go for a high counterattack behind this Flash, losing everything in an instant. Doesn't look like the Mutas are committing anything further, though. He's going to have to remake that hatchery and start to play it from behind, I guess.
Didn't have many Mutas for the follow-up here against the Medivacs. I suppose just 5 remain, and now he's going to make 5 more.
Pretty decent creep spread still, though. Creeping towards the middle of the map. And fourth base is being remade. More Banes on the way. I think he was fishing for a counterattack. Feeding on the mine, Valdez. Stop the harassment once again.
Yeah, I'm going to snipe out a little missile turret there. Now just waiting. Morphing some more Banelings.
There's also no bunker at that third base, so if he knocked down those debris at the back and found his way in, he could do a lot of damage.
Yeah. It's funny how, like, down to the smallest detail, Flash will be greedy. He's like, oh, there's rocks here. It's fine. I don't need a bunker.
I can just be completely greedy from here. You're now seeing a drop going onto the map here. Going to create a lot of problems in the near future. It's going to create the opening for the Flash to next move out. He's already started to clear that creep in the middle here, but he's got to start clearing the creep to the south if he wants to get to that fourth again.
Flash is going for a drop, but he got spotted by a couple of Overlords. Nice position on those guys. He's even gotten them down at the south of the map and even the east of the map, so good spread there by DeParture. Yeah,
2-2 finishing up for both sides as well. A pretty even time. So DeParture is really staying on top of things in terms of macro and upgrades. I do like where he's at right now.
He's going to come back here. He noticed the weakness a little bit earlier on in this game.
He loves his refinery.
Yeah, he's going to snipe it. Taking no damage at all, only giving. Flash now trying to cut off the Mutas, but going to be stopped in his tracks.
Yeah, this Medivac keeps getting turned around by all these Overlords positionings, but I don't think DeParture's actually noticed it yet.
And yeah, kind of funny the way that works.
He's got a very lightly saturated fourth base, so he's really looking for the aggression here. He really wants Flash to move out. That's like the one thing he's waiting for right now. He's like, I need Flash to move out so I can capitalize on the corners I've cut in terms of economy.
Yeah, he's just making more and more Banelings. That's about it. And he's never going to go up that ramp against Flash.
No, that would be almost suicide unless you have like the most perfect surround, and you can trigger off all the mines. Nice creep block here. Oh, he's waiting for it with everything.
Still going to drop though, funnily enough.
Oh, found one on the left side as well.
Ooh.
Going to drop into the main base here. DeParture can't be really caught out here. He's using his entire army to defend, which is not a good thing. Going to put him really out of position in case Flash decides to move here, and he might be inclined to try and stop this fourth from going up.
You know, he split up his army now, but I'm not sure he's sent enough back, to be honest.
Going to start triggering off these mines. He wants to go for the attack here. Taking a lot of Banelings. Oh, big hit from the mines. Everything else going in now.
He's got so much more. He's got so many Banelings coming through, but he's going off the creep. Really nice spread here from Flash.
Yeah, and he hit a lot of Thors with those Banelings.
But there's just so much Zerg. He may even be able to take out this planetary. He's going to force it to cancel.
I think he just might. He's going to kill the fourth base. And look at the supply. Banelings. Double supply for DeParture right now.
Unbelievable. It looks like he may have just done it.
8 more meters on the way, 22 more lings, and an infestation pit, so he is planning to transition to the tier 3.
You know, he's hit a timing here before 3-3 is done, and he had so many Banelings. Stopped at about 76 drones. Didn't oversaturate, didn't take too many bases. And he's really putting the hurt onto Flash.
Yeah, he's looking fantastic. 28 Banes. And if he can get the creep spread up to that fourth base, denying Flash even longer, it's going to be so hard for Flash to move out and actually try and get this done.
Look at the creep spread to the left side of the fourth base. That's just disgusting, man.
Oh, look at this as well. So many meters that he can actually bully these turrets. Doesn't matter that there's 4 turrets. He's going to DPS them all down. Oh, Can't get them all done, though.
He's going to force the units out of position and maybe over-attack at the same time. Look at all these Banes rolling through. He's got to be so careful about the Widow Mines, though.
Yeah, he's got to actually start clearing with the mutas, actually. That would be the best choice of all. Oh, man. He can't get too ahead of himself. The mutas should be able to clean this up at least a little bit. Trying to avoid as many Bane hits as he can. Flash taking some heavy damage from the Banelings once again, and not many active mines anymore either.
Here we go, the Bane's rolling through now. As you said, not many mines, just so much Zerg pushing over.
Oh, so many Banelings going into Thor's. It's a bit of a mistake, but now he's going into the third base with the Banelings. Oh, nothing here, not even a bunker to stop this.
Nothing at all. Just a bunch of supply depots, but it doesn't look like it'll be enough. The Banelings take out everything. DeParture has done it. He's taken out Flash.
DeParture just destroyed Flash in a straight-up macro game. I got to admit, I'm completely wrong about this kid, and MVP is taking down KT.
What were we just talking about during that game? We're like, oh, you know, maybe if he takes out someone pretty mid to high level like Flash, we can give him some credit. Do we have to give this kid credit now? I guess we do.
Damn, man. Well, this is like a new level of DeParture. I'm so happy to see this as well. This guy is such a young player. He's gone through a lot of trouble last year. And he found that new team, and now he's starting to grow, man. He's looking fantastic, and I'm so excited to see this guy in the future.
Oh, yes. Looking great in the matchup, too, even. Flash is playing kind of passive. He had one attack. All of his drops got shut down immediately. Just great creep spread overall there from DeParture. He had so much vision of the map, and also Overlord spread. Saw everything. Flash, understandably, pretty pissed.
Man. Oh, I can't believe this. How wrong were we, Valdez, with the game 2 predictions, the match 2 predictions?
Oh yeah, we said
everyone thought
3-0. Pretty much everybody.
Everyone thought KT was going to wipe this out 3-0, but MVP really showing us they have the preparation skills for these best-of-1 matches, and Blaze, Gumio, and DeParture getting the wins.
Yeah, Blaze, pretty nicely done cheese. He gets them a win at least. Don't even get to see life in a straight-up game. Zest takes his win against Lucira, but then Gumio and DeParture over TY and Flash.
You know what? I am so happy I was wrong today, Valdez, about this. That is really, really impressive play. What a great day of games. And here's the 2 winner rankings. Hero and Zest leading the way now with those wins.
Yeah, Maru falling down a small notch there. Yell also taking a win today. We'll move up to 15 wins. Life taking a loss. And Lucira taking a loss to round out the rest of those winners.
Maru might have a chance tomorrow to reclaim that rank 1 position up with Hero and Zest.